Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's Lair. I'm your host, Larry the Chupacabra, and today we're back to take a look at another mobile game. This one is called League of War Mercenaries, and it's made by Monkey Fun Games, and it's a tower defense slash base rushing game that takes you behind the commander's desk at controlling a small platoon slash army of soldiers in order to, well, mostly mercenaries, in order to fight for the country that has hired you and to push out into the mainland to recover lost territory and to fight other nefarious members of the League of War, which is sort of like a very professional club where people fight amongst themselves without starting major world wars, from what I take it from the sort of story so far. And if you're interested in this game at home, it's not out yet. It's going to be coming out this Thursday, I believe. And if you're interested in getting into this game soon and you want a free gift upon launch day, you can pre-register at prelaunch.me, and you can find that link in the description. You get a sweet tank that you can go around and murder people with, and it's pretty good. And we'll get into what all of that stuff is in a second, but the best way to tell you what League of War Mercenaries is about is to go here to the Bagnol region or territory and to fight off this lovely mercenary lady who's kind of mean in order to, well, win victory. So we'll just go in here. And each one of these fights allows you to win certain resources towards better soldiers and upgrading your current roster of characters. And every person gets sort of a platoon of different characters or minions that they have that you can customize to serve different purposes. I have a fairly well-rounded platoon here. I've got some red recon characters who are good at destroying, infantry units. I have a green sort of middle ground tank that's good at destroying armored vehicles and other sorts of critters. And I've got a massive tank here that's this yellow one here. That's an artillery piece that specializes in just blowing everything up. And you need special blue tanks in order to kill it, or at least kill it faster. And the whole idea is it's kind of like the element system in games like Pokemon, where you have to pay attention to what units the enemy is using so that you can be prepared to counter them before you go into battle. And I can see this lady has a couple of recon units, those are in red, and one anti-tank unit, which is in blue, which has this gentleman here, who's level 6, has an anti-tank bazooka that he can use to murder my characters. So let's attack her and try to win victory on this continent. All right, rookie, I've been taking it easy on you until now, but those libertarian reformists are really on my case, so it's time to bring out the heavy hitters. Oh, is that so, Miss Fancy Pants? So the idea here is that we get resources steadily throughout the match, and we use them to spawn units, and we're trying to rush down the enemy base or tower, tower defense sort of mix-up, in order to try and destroy it and win. Whoever kills the other person's base first is the victor. And I want to just try and stay ahead of this lady because her units are a couple levels ahead of mine. And to start out with, the heavier hitters are really going to be the ones that win it for you. And as this mission progresses, your sort of resource pool will steadily increase and go up faster and faster that you can produce a whole boatload of units, and I kind of like that. It keeps the pace up and lets things get absolutely bonkers after you get up in there. So they've got a lot of recon units, so I'm going to want to start waiting and spawn my giant artillery piece so that I can bust through their base pretty fast. So here comes all my little Humvees with their anti-vehicle blasters, and up there, if you look in the back here, here's my artillery cannon sort of truck, and it's just going to obliterate things for 500 damage a pop. as I slowly shoot their base to pieces. And this, in a nutshell, is what the game is all about. You spawn units and you try not to let them overwhelm everything. And I didn't really keep spawning things because I thought I had the win in the bag, but that's fine. I built up a huge block of resources, so I should be pretty good to go to just keep spawning more and more sweet, delicious murder. And it's basically like a miniature war game. And the other thing I've been sort of enjoying compared to other games that I've played in the same genre, like Metal Slug Attack, is the camera automatically pans so that you can see what important objects there are that you need to pay attention to, where so many other games prefer to just make you do it. And after a while, there can just be a whole lot of stuff that you have to be worried about. And that can be a bit of a pain in the butt. But I got, it looks like I got what is that? I got a unit from beating them up so bad. I got some armor plating to increase my defense. I got some key pieces. I got all sorts of good rewards. That's excellent. So, in between matches, oh hello, here's the lovely lady that's been helping me learn the game. Ah, nicely done, Commander. Bagnol is now controlled by the Libertas Federalis. And be wary if you run into Captain Odell again. Blitz Incorporated mercenaries learn from their losses, and their competitive spirit is unparalleled. So they do a nice job of also, yes, I know, stuff and things. I will go attack this guy next. They do a nice job of pulling you through the game so that you don't get lost, although they kind of hold your hand at points, which I don't always find completely necessary. So in between your matches, this is going to look fairly familiar. You get a bit of a resource management pool where you have to manage oil and cash flow so that you can go into this hangar here and you can adjust your units. And I won this special vehicle here as an anti-personnel vehicle. And currently I'm using this cute little Hasta, anti-personnel armored carrier. But this thing looks pretty good. So what has this got? 150 attack? Oh, it is better than mine, so I will actually swap it out. Let me see. Can I can't seem to swap it here, but I can scrap this old one, which I will do. And you can use scrap, money, and oil in order to upgrade your other units. So I can upgrade this attack unit here, which is an anti-personnel scouting unit, Humvee, and I can upgrade it using scrap so that it does more damage and has a higher defense rating. And the whole idea here in the sort of hangar and your main base is that you manage your units so that you have the most cutting-edge technology, because as you fight through this game, the enemies get newer and more crafty units that you have to be careful with, and they also increase in level to the point where you'll quickly lose. So the other things that you get inside of your base are things like this loot here. So I go into here to the collect loot button. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. And periodically you get free chests that offer you different types of units that can offer you different sorts of utility for your squadron of units. And then you can also get those little key pieces if you do well in your combat and unlock a campaign chest. And if you do a lot of higher level play and do a lot of PvP, you can unlock a raid chest. But let's see what we got for free. So we got this elevator that comes up, and this guy's standing here, and then let's see what we got in our magical murder crate. Oh, we got a weapons upgrade, so we can buff our characters going into combat. Okay. That's pretty cool. And every, what is it, like 2-3 hours here, you get a free chest, so you can kind of come into the game, play it a bit, leave off, and come back again later. And you might notice here in the upper corner, next to my little white highlighter, next to my non-existent portrait for my profile, there is this little energy symbol. So you can only do so much battling in one day before you have to wait for it to recharge for the evening. And that will reset if you accomplish certain achievements, or if you level up, and that will reset automatically. And every time this little meter fills up, that's slowly filling up like a clock, it slowly recharges in little increments. And then you can also find like little bits of research that can help power up your critters and stuff. So you get all sorts of stuff. The other thing is, as you upgrade your units, you can also build these little oil derricks here so that you have a steady increase in supply of the various resources, which is all supplied and stored here in your command center, which you can be attacked via PvP in between sort of days. And if you are attacked, all the resources kept in your command center will be protected. And it's probably a very good idea in order to upgrade this periodically so that you can store all of your hard-fought resources so you don't lose them to other players. I also got some other achievements completed, and these achievements are nice to sort of tell you what you should be doing in the game to help keep you on track. And that is basically the core of the game. You build, maintain, and manage a squad and fight through the continent in order to, you know, gain dominion over everybody. And, oh, hello, what is this? I can build an increased oil storage derrick. But I need a command center level 2. That's unfortunate. Well, I can do that another time. And if you really don't want to wait in this game, because it is a free-to-play game, the question for most people is, how is this game monetized for the developers? And it's monetized here in the store, and this should look very familiar to everybody who's played some of these free-to-play tower defense titles, where they offer you different things on super sales, and then they also offer you the in-game gold bars in order to buy stuff, and to reduce timers, and to pay for certain amounts of convenience, including a general's chest, which could be all sorts of different murderous war machines, but they're not too overpowered because a lot of these machines can be countered by the basic sort of warrior and combat units that you find inside the game. So let's play another one while we're here. What level are this guy's units? Maybe I should upgrade a little bit before we go in here. He has level 6 units, so let's go back to base and let's go into my hangar. So let's upgrade this bad boy to level 5. And this particular one, the Patton, has got a special ability where if your battle lasts a certain duration, you can actually speed up their attack rate so that they can murder things all the faster. And then we'll upgrade our infantry unit. And you know, I'm thinking maybe I want to... no, I like my infantry units. I'm just going to upgrade them a couple times. And then let's upgrade this bad boy so that he is up in level with the rest of our platoon. So this Ziston will be super powerful and scary and murder pants, McGillicuddy. It'll be great. There we go, he's level 6, and let's just make everyone level 6, just for grins. I've got lots of resources. Resource management kind of becomes an issue if you play a lot, but not too bad. So let's go back and attack that bad mamma jamma. So let's go Cerealium. Yes, let's murder his face in. Because that's what we do, we're warrior mercenaries. And let's add that other unit to our roster. The Ziston. Oh, I have like another extra unit I can build, but that's fine. I like my sort of loadout, where 2 sort of anti-infantry in these 2 little red guys. I've got this green guy that kills the red guys, and then this thing's just a giant murder tank that I don't really have to worry about. So let's do the thing. Alright, good day, Commander. According to my calculations, you've lost this battle before it's even begun. Well, Admiral Haraguchi, I think you're mistaken because I have way more murder than you. So, let's do the stuff. They start us with very few resources. That's interesting. So, let's wait and see what they deploy first. I tend to want to counter the enemy before I worry about anything else. So, what did they spawn here? We've got, oh, an anti-tank unit. It's like a blue unit? Yeah, that's annoying. That's fine, I got a thing that can deal with that. He's got a lot of armor, though. I might be in for a rough fight here. That's alright, though. I've got lots of stuff that do the things. This guy is primarily blue units, so that will be fine for me because I have a lot of units that can kill infantry, which should be super duper handy. Because these missile guys are mostly designed to kill big scary tanks. That's what those bazookas were originally designed for. So I don't really have to worry too much. And now I'll put out an artillery piece to really lay into them from a distance. And this is where the strategy comes in for this game, where you have to be concerned about what they're putting out, and even if you're not properly equipped to deal with it, you can always use certain arrangements of vehicles to have, like, a bunch of cannon fodder out front so that the big heavy hitters don't get attacked. So yeah, we won in the new area, and we won another key fragment, and if I get one more, I can get another reward. And I kind of enjoy this game. I might keep playing this game. And this has been League of War, Mercenaries, and it's a fun little tower defense slash tower rush or base rush game by Monkey Fun Game Studios, and it's free. It comes out on Thursday, and if you want a special tank reward that you can get started out with a little bit of an edge, you can pre-register to download this game at prelaunch.me, and there is a link in the video description so that you can go and click on that and get registered and get your sweet, delicious loot, and you can start building things like these cash reserves. And you can start generating all of your war funds and start attacking people. And you could even go back to battle and go to PvP over here. And fight other players and steal their resources and become the king of this particular world. Or the mercenary ruler. However you want to swing it, it's all up to you. So, I definitely recommend this game. I've had some fun with it. No real issues with the pre-release either, so it runs pretty well, and I fully enjoy that. So until next time, I've been your host, Larry the Chupacabra. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys and gals next time. So have a good one, everybody, and toodaloo!